Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. First I want to make a correction. Someone left a comment on the UConn predictions and they said that Jim Mora is not the head coach. I realized that, but it was only after I published it. So, I'm not going to take it down and do a reboot or whatever, or re-upload. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to admit my mistakes, admit my fault now. And if I see a comment saying it, then I'll just, it is what it is. And I do apologize. And it was kind of actually a funny comment because he said, hope you didn't make any money on your predictions. And you don't know who the coach is and you're predicting something like that, But it does, like I say, it doesn't bother me when someone types a comment in. It's just, it is what it is. Anyway. It's all good, and I do apologize if you've watched the UConn video, predictions on UConn, and then now, so Jim Mora is the coach at Colorado State, and he's not the coach at UConn. So I'll get right into it. They play Wyoming at home. The first 3 games are at home for the 26 season. So just, it's all subject to change, though. You never know what could happen. Home against Wyoming, win. Southern Utah, again at home, win. BYU, I can't go against BYU. Colorado State is actually a top 5 program. I'll just tell you my favorite teams. There's Michigan State, Oklahoma State, Colorado State, Washington Huskies, and Virginia Tech are my top 5. They're not any powerhouses. Like I say, I'm not a Fairweather fan. So, and anyway, I say they get beat by BYU at Texas San Antonio. I'm just gonna say they win. A prediction. Keep in mind these are all predictions. Then they play Oregon State, win. Then they have a bye. Then they play at Texas State. I'm going to have to say a loss in that because it's on the road. Texas State is actually a pretty darn program. And, but yeah. Then they play San Diego State at home, a W. At Utah State, a W. And then Boise State at home, L. Loss. It's hard to predict. Boise State's still the cream of the crop. And, honestly, I don't know if Boise State, did they go to a different conference? I think if memory serves me correct, I better be careful because I think Boise State is in a different conference this year. They're not in Mountain West. Maybe. Don't hold me against that. I do apologize. I know I do need to do a little bit of research, better research. But for the sake of this channel, I don't monetize. I'll never monetize, and never say never. But I know I know this channel is not gonna really be a big success. It is like I say. I'm happy with it. I'm just happy I can upload a video. So, at Washington State, I'm gonna say a win. Washington State, they lost their head coach, Jimmy Rogers, to Iowa State. And they lost some athletes, I think, that went along with them to Iowa State. So I'm going to say a win at Washington State. At Fresno State, last year, they really got after Fresno State. It was like, Fresno State had 1 loss. Colorado State had 1 win, and Colorado State destroyed them 49-14 or some. They dominated Fresno State last year. But I think it's going to be in Fresno State's minds, and late in the season, I think Fresno State will find a way to win, and Colorado State be an L there. And then Texas State, the second time around, which I don't like that. They play the second time around. I say they win. They get revenge and beat them at Fort Collins. Like I say, I'm going to keep this video as brief as possible. For the algorithm, and you guys have a great day. Thank you all for stopping by the channel. If you want to subscribe, that would really help out the channel. Even leaving a like does. So anyway, I really don't want to do shorts on this channel, and it's a big way to get ratings up, and but I might have to go that route if I don't get any views on the regular videos. And that's just kind of the way the algorithm is set up. It's like shorts are going to be viewed, and anyway, they're going to be viewed a lot more than the regular videos. All right. Thank you for watching.